El Horrible. El Horrible and BeDabblin. Give them their props.
Let me add the core diff.
I hear you.
I'm not gonna lie. I could watch Tukey all day long.
Tukey's fantastic.
Tukey's amazing.
Oh, no,
I'm sorry. Could we talk Tukey a bit?
I'm a Tukey guy.
Oh my God.
There's 7 dicks in my
He's an
ass, and there's always room for 8.
I'm not really 16. I'm just scared no one would accept me.
The following program is of adult nature and may be inappropriate for persons under the age of 18.
The following program is a adult nature. May not be suitable for some of my friends.
It's time for BeDabblin Live.
When you wanna know who's got the show, his friends ain't talking potato. You can call him on the phone. He lives across from Home Depot. BeDabblin Live with Ellery Blake. 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 Start right now.
Greetings and welcome to Saturday morning BeDabblin Live. I am your host, 16-year-old sensation on YouTube, broadcasting from his mother's basement high above the Rocky Mountains. My name is El Horrible. How are you all? What a fantastic week in the DabbleVerse. I dare say the DabbleVerse is back and better than ever, ladies and gentlemen. The Boozeberry has made his appearance. Why was John blue? I mean, I know I'm blue. I assume I'm the Smurf. I can never understand if I was supposed to be the Smurf or the guy in the hockey mask. I don't know who the guy in the hockey mask is. I assume that was OJ, who's just John. I don't know. Thank you guys for hanging out on a Saturday morning. Tiff, thank you for the $5 best intro song in the biz. Yes, that is by a ska core band in Greeley, Colorado called Day Trader. You can check them out on Spotify, YouTube, all the stuff. I think it's Day Trader CO. Well, yeah, they're good dudes. They made my intro, the music, and I love them for that. Oh man, it is early for me. I know it's not as early for a lot of you, but Dave Daffler, thank you for the $5. Happy Saturday. Yes, happy Saturday, everybody. And happy Saturday to my guests, Carlos Danger. Happy Saturday, Carlos.
Hey, happy Saturday, El Horrible. Thank you so much for having me on. What a week. What a
week, right?
I don't know who the winners were or who the losers were. It's hard. It changed from minute to minute, day by day. Exciting stuff.
I'll tell you who the winner is. YouTube, because YouTube doesn't have to do shit, and they get 30% of everything that everyone else is working so hard to make. So congratulations to YouTube. Congratulations to Shuli, I guess, because Shuli got a lot of content for free.
He did. He had good views. He had good super chats.
He had good views. He had good super chats. I mean, congratulations to everybody. I think everyone had a pretty good week. That's why I was excited to see the power rankings this week, which we'll get into in a little bit. Dr. Chow's power rankings. I was kind of surprised by the power rankings.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll get to that. I thought they were perfect.
Okay.
I wouldn't change anything.
All right. I like that. Mark, thank you for the $2. What a surprise. The racist fluffer. Yes.
I haven't heard from Ray.
Ray. Oh, you haven't heard from Ray?
Hey, Ray DeVito, low key. He made a run for MVP of the week. On any other week, this would have all been about Ray. He had quite the show on Thursday, 1 p.m. on the Shuli Network, and then his night show.
Yes. We will play some clips from his night show. We're going to get into Ray, and then Ray the next morning on Shuli going off on his producers. Holy crap, boys and girls.
It was something. It was
something. We also have another special guest. I know everyone is saying, where's OJ? Where's OJ? Apparently OJ is having some internet problems, so he's going to jump on when he can. But there's our guest.
Oh.
The great Mike Morris. Welcome, Mike Morris, everybody.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, Mike. How are you on this wonderful, fine Saturday morning? That's it. Well, thank you very much, Mike Morris. So we're gonna hear a little bit from Mike Morris throughout the show. Thank you for joining us. You actually were shot out of a cannon a little bit there, Mike Morris, when it was just you and Shuli, and you were watching Bob and John. Do you have anything to say about your appearance that day?
Oh.
Damn it. I forgot to do I messed that up. You want to say it again, Mike?
Oh.
All right. Well,
I think he's saying it was funny.
It was funny, I guess. You can never really know what Mike is saying or talking about
or doing. What's
doing.
I don't know what he's looking at.
I don't know what he's doing half the time either. But Mike's gonna pop on here and there throughout the episode. He's going to fill in a little bit for OJ before he comes. And Mike, before we get to the John news that I'm sure everyone wants to talk about, I would be remiss if I did not bring up
Postergate, Day 49.
It is officially Day 49 of Postergate. We are 7 weeks out from people not receiving their posters from the Potttown Massacre, going home crying because they paid extra money for something that was not delivered to them. Our good friend Bobcat, I invite you to call in. Anyone else who wants to call in, 973-440-9770 if you want to talk about the Boozeberries. John, Stuttering John's great return, the great BeDabbler. Or no, I'm the great BeDabbler. He's the great dabbler. Yes, exactly. I stink, Carlos. I do a show where I criticize other people and I should just be criticized. I just project my insecurities.
I don't even do my own show anymore. I just appear on other people's show.
Yeah, what's going on with you? Do you even talk to Brian Spears anymore?
Yeah. He'll text me. He goes, "Hey, I used to have a podcast. I just want to share the fact that Shuli's a hack and Chad Zumach did the better stuff." He has all these opinions, but nailing them down to actually come on and talk about them is impossible. With the Pottstown, the poster thing, it's interesting to me that, you know, they always say the cover-up is worse than the crime.
Right.
But this is the first one where the scandal, like the epicenter of the scandal, which is Shuli, just doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, maybe you'll get an email, maybe you won't. It's fun to watch. He has moved on.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, can you guys stop bugging me about these posters? Now the latest thing I've heard, and I don't know if anyone can confirm this or if anyone else has heard, I believe Shuli said that he will be sending out PDFs of the poster, and they will obviously not be signed. So everyone will get a poster that you then have to go out and print yourself, a non-signed poster. Is there any truth to that? OJ, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, OJ.
I'm okay. I'm a little flustered. Can you guys hear me okay?
You're still low.
Sound very low.
But we'll deal with it. Don't worry about it. OJ, have you gotten any email with a PDF of a poster, or did you hear that rumor that they are going to send out PDFs of the posters?
I did hear that rumor, and I saw the clip somewhere. I'm not sure where I saw it. I did see the clip though, and yeah, Shuli said he was gonna send out PDFs like to contact him, or I don't know. It's all ridiculous.
It's going to be a Word document with images embedded in a Word document with weird fonts. It's going to be impossible to open for 90% of the people that receive it. It'll be another chapter in the poster scandal.
So yeah, sorry guys. I was a little bit, not to change the subject. I decided to reset my computer because I was having these problems, and at the time that happened, my internet went down. I restarted my computer. My computer wanted to give me updates. So yes, I apologize.
No apologies necessary. I'm just riding the levels, and I'm turning you up. I'm gonna pick up this call so it doesn't. Oops. I think I missed it. Caller, call back. Sorry, I think I hung up on you on accident. Flashy Vic, thank you for the £5, I believe. Hello, El Horrible, OJ, and Notorious Anti-Semite. Everyone wish Cardiff a happy Canada Day. Oh, happy Canada Day, Cardiff.
That's a thing?
That's a thing? And why is it so close to our Independence Day? Dave Dallafor, thank you for the $2. OJ's channel is now monetized. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations to OJ, Obnoxious John. At Obnoxious John on YouTube. He is now monetized.
Pretty crazy. Pretty cool. Thank you, Mr. Daffala, for the $2. I just want to let the chat know I'm not going to be putting you guys up right away because I'm trying to figure out my microphone problem. It will only be a couple minutes, and I promise I will get back to you guys.
So OJ realizes that he's low. He's working on it. He's working on it.
All right, let's take a call. Hold on, caller. Hold on one second. Caller, you're on the air. Hello.
Hey, so I received one of these. I paid for a poster from Shuli in the Pottstown, and he sent me a link to download it. I opened up the link, and it introduced a malware into my computer.
No.
Now it cleaned out my bank. It cleaned out my bank account.
No.
It spread to all my family.
Allegedly.
And all my family's now broke. No, 100%. So, yeah, all of you people that paid for posters, you're headed for financial ruin like me. Thank you for spreading the word, El Haribe.
No problem, caller.
That's all I wanted to say.
Get LifeLock.
Sorry about that.
All right.
I'm sorry, caller. Bobcat, call back. Other caller, call back. Sorry about that. Arcona, thank you for the $10. OJ, tell your neighbor Juan to shut down his smart TV so your internet strength improves. Yes, Juan. Thank you, Arcona. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that caller was being fictitious, but you never know. So just be careful on what links you click. But he is claiming that he was sent a malware link from Shuli. Caller, you are on the air.
Yo, it's Spears. I wanted to know if Carlos has any time to do a show today.
Oh, no.
I sent you the link, you liar.
Oh, all right. When's that? Now?
It was like 10 minutes ago. Sorry. Then LRE Blake invited me on, so I canceled it. Just click the link. Well, you'll be in there with Kevin Dumbfuck.
I'm going to sit and listen, guys.
No, you can come on here. Send him a link.
Chad was king this week.
Come on. You want to come on with us, Brian?
No, not at all. But enjoy yourself.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm sorry we have taken your boyfriend. I didn't mean to. I didn't know he was planning to do
it's Ray. Ray took him away from me, man. It's all Ray. I'm the guy's best man. He doesn't even call me anymore.
Hey, don't dox me.
It's all Ray. It's all Ray.
Ray is ruining the Carlos Danger brand. I will say that.
Well, that and Shuli, but we won't get into that now that, Carlos is part of the Shuli show.
Sure. Thank you for calling, Spears.
Disgusting.
I got call.
Thanks very much.
I think I may have fixed my problem.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling in, Spears.
Now you're super loud, OJ.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you are like super loud.
Oh, my God.
Bobcat, you are on the air.
Gentlemen, how are you this great Saturday morning?
Oh, fantastic, Bobcat. How are you? Please tell me you got a PDF from Shuli and it did not drain your bank account.
All right, so here's what they said on that thing. They said they're going to reach out to everybody and ask for their address. And if anyone doesn't want to give them their address, then they would send them the PDF.
Okay.
So they said anybody that's worried about getting doxxed can have the PDF. But they said if you give us your address, we'll send you one. They said they will be signed by some of the people, but Shuli said that they won't be able to get everybody's signature. Anthony said he signed something. So I'm assuming that some of them will be signed by some people, but they will not have all the signatures. That's what Shuli said.
Yes, he
but
sold his soul to
brought
the
up 3 or
devil.
4 more times. Yeah, and Shuli just keeps saying the same thing. We have the list. We're going to email you, but still nothing. So I don't know if he's full of shit or if he's just a lazy high fuck. I don't know.
Wow. Well, thank you, Bobcat, for clearing that up. Okay, so if you got or if you paid for a poster and you want it sent, you have to email Shuli or Shuli sent out an email asking for addresses. And if you don't want to provide the address, they will send you a PDF of the poster, obviously unsigned, and the actual poster that's sent to you will most likely be out unsigned. Anthony does claim
they didn't reach out yet.
Okay, they didn't reach out yet.
They didn't reach out yet. They're supposed to reach out and then ask us for our address. That's what he said last time with Vince. He said he would reach out, but yet I have yet to reach out or receive anything. I guess OJ can say the same, but still nothing. And I checked my inbox before I called.
Insanity. And we are 1 week away from 2 months since the Pottstown massacre. Thank you, Bobcat. We will
also,
call-
I love my Tukey shirt. And like I said, I've been texting you. I'm getting a lot of attention. People look at me with 3 heads when I have my Tukey shirt on.
Yes. Okay. I just read your other text today. I'm sorry. My El Horrible texts go to a different area of my phone that I'm not always at. But I did see before I got on that, yes, you are getting apparently quite the reactions from your Tukey shirt. Do you think it's because Tukey is another word for pussy? What do you?
I honestly don't know. I'm driving from Philadelphia to Florida right now with my family and kids. And I stopped about 4 times on the way, and I forgot that I had it on. I'm just wearing it. And I walked into like 5 or 6 different stores, and people are giving me weird looks. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm a good-looking dude. Right. And then the best part, like I said, my sister booked us at this ridiculous hotel in Atlanta. It's like people pulling up with Ferraris and Lamborghinis. I'm like, where the fuck are we? I never would have booked a place like this.
Nice.
And I walk in, all these people are dressed to the nines, and I'm sporting my Tukey shirt. I'm like, what's up, bitches?
That's awesome.
It's hilarious. And my wife's like, would you please? My wife asked me to take it off.
Oh, are you serious? That's great.
Yeah.
I love that my stupid ideas are affecting marriages. Well,
I love it. My kids love it too. I might have to get my kids shirt. They love Tukey too. It's great. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bobcat. We'll call you next week to find out any updates on
Poster date, day 49.
Caller. You are on the air. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, caller. My fault. Caller,
let me lower my radio.
It was on my end. How are you?
Good.
What in the hell?
Oh, it's kind of muffled, but he had the Nambla voicemail.
El Horrible, please get to the super chat.
Yes, I am. Spaghetti Tooth John, thank you for the $5. Can I get a PDF of your El Horrible shirt so I can go down the nearest t-shirt shop and have it made? Absolutely. I will put PNGs, actually, or PDFs, I guess. I don't know. Does PDF work? But yes, I will get that. If anyone wants it, just email me. BeDabblershow@gmail.com. Blinky Jedi 199. Happy birthday to Steve Kerr's son, Nick Kerr. Happy birthday, Nick Kerr.
Both on the radio.
Congratulations. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey. Yeah, hey, sorry to bother you at work. I just wanted to let you know that I opened I opened up that PDF and it was just Joey C's naked wife.
What?
Yeah.
Be
See,
sure
and that's
to
what
send
I wanted
Send
to
that
ask
Carlos.
Bobcat if he was related to Joey C.
Yes, be sure to send that link over to Carlos. No, Joey C and Bobcat are not related. I heard one of them complaining about that very thing. But yes, okay, so apparently the poster gate continues. We're in day 49. Apparently, okay, I was not crazy. Shuli did make an announcement that they would be reaching out and asking people if they want their posters. And if you do, send us your address. If you're not comfortable with sending your address, we'll send you a PDF that you then have to go out and spend more money to print. Or you can just have it as a desktop thing. Mike Morse, what say you about the Pottstown Massacre? Do you have anything to say, Mike Morse, from the Shuli Network, from the BS Show, from the Uncle Rico Show? You're sitting here silent while we talk about this controversy. Thank you, Mike, for your
history. Now available.
All right, let's get into the meat of things.
This is a Stuttering John special report.
Stuttering John is back. The boozeberry. Oh,
sorry.
So many things we could play. What? Oh, were you muted?
No, I'm yeah, we have a super chat, and I just don't listen to me. I apologize. I'm ruining the show.
Yes, you are. No, you're not at all. Hold on. Uh-oh. Now something's up. My touch screen on my phone is messing up. Oh,
I'm gonna call in 1 second.
Oh, the technical difficulties. Caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, I touched the PDF and it downloaded an entire season of the Insufferable Bastards podcast to my computer, which was the worst thing imaginable. Oh my God. I wish it had bankrupted my entire family, but woe is me.
Shuli's dastardly
Worse
deeds.
than anthrax. It's worse than getting anthrax in the mail.
They know no bounds.
A link to Insufferable Bastards.
Max Brangle, thank you for the $2. Tukey should get with Melton for Tukey merch. Yes, I'm sure I could do merch through Melton. I talk to Melton quite often. I have thought about doing Tukey, but who's going to buy a Tukey hat? Like, who would want a hat with Tukey on it, or Hacka, or
screams meth head, but I don't know.
It
And
does
apparently,
kinda, I'm assuming
that caller indicated that it's good and it's big in rest stops, right? Trucker
Right.
stops on I-95.
I can't imagine. I can only imagine either Bobcat is getting weird looks because he's a grown man wearing like a Muppet on a shirt. Maybe they think he's trying to attract kids, or like I said, people understand that the word Tukey is a euphemism for bleh. I don't know, but I'm glad that my merch is out there and causing reactions, and wives are telling their husbands to change their clothes, and truckers are giving family men sexy
Keeping
eyes.
crack
I'd
whores warm
like
at
to
night.
think they're all looking at it like, where can I get that shirt?
Oh, that's possible too. You're right.
Where can I get that coked up Muppet?
That's true. Yeah, Tukey would be a cool kind of drug paraphernalia thing, I guess. I guess that's not cool.
Chad Zumach's now a dabbler. Is that official, right? Chad Zumach interviewed Stuttering John. Chad Zumach is now
I don't know what to think
one
of
the
Chad
dabblers.
anymore. One, Chad went on and basically was like, Kevin's the coolest. Look at it. Look what I did. I got Kevin and Stuttering John on my thing. Oh, Kevin's so happy to be on. Like, he was so proud of himself. He felt like a son who had finally gotten acceptance from his daddy. So I was proud of Chad there. But then at the same time, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Wait, hold on. Sorry, everybody. We don't have a very good system here for phone calls, and I enjoy the phone calls. Caller, you are on the air.
Hello?
Hello?
Enjoy the phone. Caller, you are on the air.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. Turn your
Well, I'm
radio
talking to El
down.
Harible.
Yes, you're talking to El Harible.
It's on. Hey,
This is
it's
Joey
Woody
C.
from Syracuse. I think that's you at DabbleCon.
Hey, Woody, how are you?
Incredible.
What did you think about the week's events?
What did I say? I just saw 2 days of the ramblings of a miserable drunk. It felt like, honestly, Charlie
Ray DeVito?
Sheen Part 2. With, no, I don't think so. It felt like the Charlie Sheen interview saying he's on Tiger Blood.
Oh, interesting. That's a good comparison. Yes, John was shot out of a cannon, particularly on the Chad episode. He was just going all out. It is very clear, to me at least, that John has a way bigger problem with Shuli than he does with Carl. There was almost a look of love in John's eyes and in the way he talked about Carl. Like, I felt like John really, I think the number one thing to get out of this is that a lot of these guys just want a friend. I think that John really just wants a friend, because he kind of was like all about Carl. Like I thought he was going to be a lot towards the middle, towards the end, he was doing the whole flamboyant. And come on, John, we all know that you're trying to insult Carl by calling him gay. We're not stupid. We're not you. We know what you're doing. And now you're trying to, backtrack and everything. But we know that you were basically trying to say Carl sucks on penises and that makes him lesser than. We get it. We're not stupid, John. But yeah, I really saw
Carl was
Yes.
Sorry.
No, go.
Sorry to interrupt. I apologize. I swear to God, I never thought Carl had it in him. I knew he had it in him, but I never thought he'd take it to that level. He's Hall of Fame. No, enough said. Hall of Fame. He took it to the house.
Carl.
Every time I say that term, he took it to the house to that stuttering prick, and God bless him. My God. Oh my God. How much of John is a pussy after 8 months, and he's such a chicken shit. He can't take the truth.
Well,
I get. It's just there's nothing more to say. There's nothing more to say. Going downhill. John is just going downhill. The face looks it right. His face looked is the way he looked is just that. So I didn't mean to ramble. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're absolutely right. There was John looked horrible. I know there's something going on with the lighting. I don't. Some people are saying he had sunlight sunlight. He needs some sunlight.
It was sunlight, yeah.
Yeah, sunlight would be an improvement, I think. But yes, there was something wrong. I couldn't control the tint on my screen because John was green and blue, and then Kevin's pink. So I couldn't get to that nice middle factor. But Woody, thank you so much for calling in. I think you made some great points. Yes, Carl did kill it this week.
Oh yeah. Can I make one more point if you don't mind? I'll make it really quick. I actually was thinking about this today.
Yes.
If you don't mind. I actually was listening to the Chad show. I was thinking a lot of stuff about even John saying, "Oh, I could have kicked Shuli's ass in the lobby of the hotel." It's like Shuli did the right thing, obviously, because he's working for Stern. But if John did that, it's like, yeah, first you go to jail. Second, Shuli's associates would be seeing that. And how ironic back in the day when Howard said to John when he was smoking pot at the hotel, he says, "Oh, they say in the headlines, Stuttering John got arrested." No, it's going to say Howard Stern employee.
Right. Now,
if it happened, it'd be worse to even have it say former Howard Stern employee got arrested. And his whole game is pretty much shot out the shit. So, but other than that, I'm done. Love you. I'm going to keep watching, but thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Woody. Woody coming out with some good points.
Yes, and real quick, Dave Daffala,
yes,
our favorite bird, has become a member and has also gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Dave.
That is tremendous. Thank you, Dave Daffler. We have exactly 193 members. So now with your 6 memberships, we are literally one away. And I am not hyping this. We are literally one away from 200 members. Thank you so much.
Shit.
I'm going to take another call because they're coming in fast. Caller, you are on the air.
another call because they're coming in fast.
Caller, the
Caller, you
call
run-
screener should have told you to turn your radio down.
Hey, I apologize. So listen, I've been watching all this stuff with the Stuttering John. So what do you think's going to happen? What's the prediction now? Is he coming back? Is he gone for good? What do you think?
Well, John has made claim that he is talking to some. First, John said he wasn't coming back and doing a show, and now he has said,
well, right, but he did.
Right. Well, no, but even on, I think it was on the one with Carl, someone asked him, John, are you coming back and doing your show? And he said no. Then the next day on Chad's show, he said he's in talks with someone. Now that could have happened the night before, after the Kevin Brennan appearance. And John said everyone is going to be shocked by who he is talking to do a show. OJ, tell me what you told me before we went on air.
I am so sorry. This is like the worst day for me on this show. I was distracted because we have gone over the membership. We've got 5 gifted memberships from Chico Ruizing.
Whoa.
We've got 1 gifted membership from Mark and 5 more from Tiff. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you, Mark. And thank you, Chico Ruizing. Thank you, guys. Well,
you're welcome.
So what? Well, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Carlos.
What did I tell you?
I
Can
brought
you refresh
all
my
4 of
memory?
those guys here.
Yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah, what was going on before the show?
So
what's up next for Stuttering John was the question. What's he going to do next, OJ? And apparently you had said something to El Harible before the broadcast began.
Yeah, because I was talking about how John said that he has been in talks with someone.
Yes.
To do a show.
Yes, John has been putting that out there that he's going to be working with somebody that we'd never think he'd be working with, somebody he thought he'd never like, and my instinct is telling me that it's Carl. I'm hoping it's Carl if John is indeed telling the truth about this. Carl was in the chat Bill on Baloney stream, and I had mentioned that while Carl was in the stream, and Carl had nothing to say. So I don't know. I would think that Carl would have said, no, it's not me. But he said nothing.
Carl was only in the chat? I thought Carl was on the actual show.
No. Vinny Paulino did come on, and Chad, and if anybody out there hasn't seen that stream, I highly recommend Bill Loney's channel. We had Chad come on right after he was done interviewing Stuttering John, and we had a plethora of people also join us. I will put the link for Bill's channel in the chat.
Caller, I think a John and Carl show, whether it's once a month or just a one-time thing maybe, but I don't know. I think it's very likely. I don't know if John was trying to tell us he was doing a one-time show, or if he kind of made it seem like it was going to be a reoccurring show. What do you think, Carlos?
I don't believe anything John says. I think it was probably Stutjo's designated driver under some false email. Who knows who John is talking to? I don't see how he's, he got a taste of the super chats. I think he obviously loved the attention.
He did, man. He was like a little kid. It was fun to see.
The contrast between the 2 interviews, he was just off the rails when he went with Chad, and there was nobody there to really kind of interrupt him. He was just filibustering. And as I'm watching, I'm like, I think John once a week, in sort of doing if he did like an out of the coffin thing, where he just sits there and he answers questions or reads the super chats, maybe if he did that for an hour, people would watch that, and
I don't think he'll ever do that though.
Yeah, and then the thing is, he's so uncontrollable. He's just going to go off on 15-minute partisan political rants that have nothing to do with what the question says, and he would just beat it into the ground. He needs somebody, whether it's somebody behind the scenes, to give him some type of direction. So the potential's there, but yeah, I just don't see him doing it. I see him talking about it and teasing it, but I can't.
That should
see
be
him
the
doing
documentary. John Melendez, Wasted Potential.
That's a good title.
There we go.
Anything else, caller?
All right, guys. Thanks. Love it. Bye.
Thank you, man. Thanks for calling in. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the memberships and gifted memberships. Kinky Loco, John seeks attention more than money. It's all the positive attention he's been getting that is making him come back. I agree, because he apparently dropped his rate from $3,000 for what? I don't know. He did like almost 3 hours on
almost
MLC.
3 hours.
To $500 to do 2.5 hours
in less than 24 hours.
In less than 24 hours.
And he still hadn't encountered Shuli. So it's like, well, now now Shuli's asking prices all the way down there.
Right. He made a lot of comments to Shuli. He made a lot of comments to Bob, which is insane because he was on with Bob the day before and they were both having this blowjob fest where they were just, reminiscing about the good old days. And
see, I like Bob in that first interview because I heard you say that Bob kind of pussed out. And I know a lot of people were saying that. But I like the fact that he went in there with this attitude, maybe we can work together. And John also wasn't coming at him. Bob had said the day before, if he comes at me, I'll go at him. But John started talking about, he's so condescending, John. He's so interesting. Even though he's in this position where he doesn't have any leverage, but he feels that he does. Like he's so better than everybody. When he kept saying to Bob, "Oh, did you open for me that time? Did I put you on that? Did I put you on that?" And he just kept crowbarring in all these instances 20 years ago when he was higher on the food chain than Bob Levy. It's incredible.
I wasn't even so much
thinking Bob was a puss.
Yeah, and thinking but he interrupted too much and he was like trying to get his voice in there and just trying to wedge things in when the whole time I just wanted Carl and John to talk to each other. If Bob was on Chad's show the next day, that would have been good because then Bob could have defended Shuli or he could have, I think that would have worked a lot better because Kevin played it right. Kevin was just sitting back. I mean, Kevin made a bunch of comments the whole, going, I just fucking, I only said fucking 5 words and this is my show. It's been an hour and I've only said 5 things.
Yeah, so Brennan knew to be the referee and just lay back. That was,
and Colt C said that you should be like the John Tard Wrangler or something. I think you would be good as a moderator. The big loser in all this was poor Vince the lawyer, friend of the show.
That's true.
Vince got nothing out of all this. Vince is the guy who apparently got all the talks going. And he was completely left out. I know he was on Shuli's show, that first interview, I believe, right? Or was it the Chad one? I can't even remember.
He was part of the stream snipe of that first interview. Yeah, where it was with on MLC. Yeah, I mean, a positive for me is the fact that we didn't. I think Vince would have been. I don't know, as a moderator.
I don't know.
I know.
I agree, but I think that you would also be good in that position. But you're probably right. Vince might play it a little weird. I like Vince. I'm a Vince fan. Mike Morse, you had a lot to say the other day. What say you now? Mike Morse, the
Chad's
sniper of comedy.
Chad's turn Chad had been kicked to the wayside, kicked to the curb on Sunday or Monday, right? When everyone was saying, "Oh my God, John's back, John's back, John's back."
Yep.
And then to see MLC get all that attention and Chad's stream really get none.
He bailed out.
Yeah. And then to come to have John the next day, it was a good pull for Chad.
Yep.
He just clawed his way right back into the drama. Old man YouTube drama.
Great point. A true redemption story. Yeah, because Chad could not have been lower the day before watching Stuttering John on Brennan's show. And he even made the comment, I can't sit here and watch Brennan make all this money. And he went away to go cry in his stinky pillow.
What do you guys think about now Shuli suddenly going after Chad by sniping Chad's stream every day? I'm a little lost at the origin of that.
Hate it. You're stealing Tuki's bit, you son of a bitch. No.
I didn't even think of that.
That's all Shuli does is steals bits, ideas.
Everyone's
guests.
sniping. However, Tuki was the first to. Well, man, I don't even think Tuki probably stole it. Was Sad Chad or Ski Mask sniping Chad before Tuki? Was anyone sniping Chad before Tuki?
I don't think so.
Sure about that.
Tuki's a true original. I knew it. And Shuli, cease and dentist immediately. Anyway,
I don't know how long that's going to go on. Right? And Chad didn't go on yesterday as sort of an FU, and he was still taking his victory lap.
Thank you, Chad. I did want to bring that up. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Chad, for not going on yesterday because I decided not to do the Tuki show because Shuli was going to do it. So what's the point? But thank you, Chad, for screwing up their things. Shuli did not do a show, and quite honestly, MLZ was rather boring. But yeah, I did.
There's something about Brennan just obsessively over and over again saying, "Shut the fuck up, show me the money. I'll shut the fuck up if you." He said that so many times.
I bailed.
It was like
out,
it became
honestly.
a mantra after. Oh, I watched the whole thing.
I do want to play this by a friend of the show, Drunk on Cringe. He was on the wrap-up show with OJ and Carlos the other day after the first interview. He did a fantastic video here that I think highlights what I was saying about Carlos and John kind of falling in love. But before that, caller, you're on the air.
So I was at Potsdam.
Yeah.
And I was sent the PDF for the poster because I didn't get it.
Oh, no.
For going to Pottstown.
Please.
Yeah. So when I clicked on the PDF, it downloaded Manson family style home invaders to my house, which stabbed and shot to death my entire family. So
that was thorough.
If I would have anything to say is everyone just forgo this poster. If you don't want your family brutally murdered in front of your eyes and fetuses ripped out from your pregnant wife's stomach.
All right.
And yet you survived. Congratulations.
I think the moral of the story here is be sure you know what you're clicking on before you click it. Ugh. All right. I want to play this. This is by Cringe. Drunk on Cringe?
Yes.
Drunk on Cringe.
Who's German, by the way?
Who is German? It's called The World is Healing. Carl Hamburger meets Stuttering John.
I actually will say that I left that show and go, you know what? I kind of like Carl. I do.
I don't know if you guys have ever met.
I know he's just a fan of mine.
Correct. Look, I got the poster behind me. If he's the one who chased you off the internet, then I got a problem with Shuli. And I have to tell you that he is not a friend of the DabbleVerse. We are not happy with what he was doing because that is not cool.
Oh, just be honest. Did you like when I fuck with him?
No, I want to see more of you, John.
This is perfect.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so cute.
Holy shit. We were having a breakthrough together right now, you and me. This is great. Good, where are you right now?
I got a date tonight at 7:30, so I got time.
Because why not just wait for after the show's over?
Carl might be dabbling in homosexuality.
How is that on me?
Carl Heberger and fucking Shuli Agar are gonna fuck me.
You know that there's a lot of fans out there who want to see you do that.
It's my midlife crisis. Fuck off.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, that was...
God, so good. The reaction shots, everything. Drunk on Cringe. Bravo. Everyone go give him a follow, a like, a subscribe.
Now I'm
all
convinced
that.
they should do a show together, John and Carl.
I think it's they are going to. It's going to happen. At least like one show, like an interview show or something. And it's going to be great because that was great.
Just John continually bringing up Rochester. Hey, Rochester sucks. Like to have, he read Shuli's Anonymous for all his ammo against Shuli, but for Carl, he just had nothing other than you don't have kids, so I'm going to question where you stick your penis.
Right.
Or again and again and again.
But don't talk about my kids. And it was funny. Yeah, it's funny his insults about Rochester, talking about how Carl's house was basically cost the same as his house, but John doesn't realize he lives in California where things are so much more expensive. So if his house costs the same as a house in Rochester, that's not very good, John.
Such a weird flex.
It's a weird flex. It's like I looked up your house. It's only $300-something thousand. That's the same as my house was. Who cares?
I have 75% less space.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your house is also whatever. Do we read this one? ST Ranger 1959. Thank you for the $5. Thanks.
No,
My
I
favorite
missed
moment.
that. I apologize.
Thanks to you.
My favorite moment of the week, though, was when Kevin stormed into Chad's stream with John. That did make me laugh.
Yes.
I was smiling every bit as much as Chad was. And we got the chance to watch it with him right afterwards.
Yes.
The OJ Corndiff, whoever, Bill Oney.
Yes, and that was weird. Like, so, yeah, those were two weird instances like we talked about before. Chad was like starstruck that Kevin was in, like a proud little boy. Like, look what I did, Daddy. Aren't you proud of me?
Making great radio.
Making great radio. We're making great radio here. And then after the show, Chad went on to Bill Loney's stream. And not to take anything away from Bill Loney, he's just starting out. He's a beloved chatter here. He's a fantastic supporter. But Chad has always said, I will never do shows with the corn, the potato, the puppets, the mask people. And he went on with Corndiff. And there were literally like 30 people watching you guys, I think, at the time. I think it went up after that. But yeah, Chad was like very humble and nice to you guys. And
he didn't know what he was getting into.
Yeah, I don't think he did. Caller, you are on the air.
Hello. Listen, I click PDF, and then everything go blank. I wake up and now I'm retarded.
No
good.
Find your mom or dad or caretaker.
Jesus Christ.
Shuli is sending out allegedly a PDF that will either bankrupt you, kill your family, and rip fetuses out of their wombs, or make you retarded. Please. We are telling you here on BeDabblin Live with El Horrible, please turn on your spyware and malware protection and be sure you know what you are clicking on.
It attacks chromosomes, he was saying? That's amazing.
It adds chromosomes.
De La, thank you for the gifted sub.
Oh, De La, thank you so much
Or
for gifting a sub membership. Be sure to log on to our channel on a web browser if you're using our phone and hit the join button and turn on your gifted memberships for this channel. That's how you do that.
But I think Chad came on. It was that sort of grew out of, he came on to Bill Loney's stream because the night before I was on Ray's show and Chad was bully sniping Ray.
Right.
And
yeah,
then
you're getting a lot of credibility. All sides are.
You can answer the phone. I'll shut up.
All sides are trusting you, Carl.
Yeah.
Yo.
You forgot the worst side effect of downloading the Shuli PDF. That is downloading the insufferable podcast to your computer.
You're right.
You forgot bastards.
One of the worst thing that can happen by clicking on that PDF.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Yes, be careful if you get an email from Shuli claiming that he has a PDF of the poster, because there is a possibility the entire catalog of Insufferable Bastards podcast will go onto your computer.
Our episodes come with Q-tips.
Ugh. Poke your eardrums out. No, we love the Insufferable Bastards podcast. How dare you, caller? Yeah, but the other thing with the John loving Carl thing, I think that went away as the show went on because John realized he wasn't going to have the homosexual relationship he seeked from Carl. He was actually getting angry with Carl and insulting him. Did anyone else
see the beer enter his bloodstream?
Yes,
just get more and more.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one that was picking up on that, but yes, I was thinking the same thing.
Good, I don't feel as crazy then. ST Ranger 1959, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Yes, become a YouTube member. $3.99 gets you everything, where we do one members only live stream a month, and then that becomes a members only video, and that's the second tier. You can get we also have original members only videos and all that crap. Sign up for a membership. You will be disappointed. Anyway,
absolutely.
Carl meets John. I was gonna play Kinky Loco's highlight reel, but I think we pretty much got into everything. If everybody, Kinky Loco on Dabblers Anonymous did a fantastic highlight reel of the first interview, John on MLC.
I think we should play it.
You want to play it?
Yeah, let's play it. We can't. I mean, this was this is like the wrap up of the week. I think anybody that may have missed it, I doubt it, but there might be people out there that haven't seen this. So.
I just feel like we're picking at bones at this point. I feel like everyone's covered this to death, but yeah, we haven't really given our detailed, I guess, opinions. This is long, so we probably won't stay with the whole thing, but it's fantastic.
You want to say what Chad offered you today?
What's he doing?
John, can you hear us?
Yeah, I was just doing my best impression of Mike Morris.
Oh.
Okay, let me bring in Carl to address
Mike Morris, you have nothing to say to that?
Lawyer stuff.
What's going on, John?
I know he's a super fan.
Of course.
Correct. Look, I got the poster behind me to prove it.
I know. I mean, he's got.
Oh yeah, buddy.
You guys goofed on my condo ad nauseum. Okay, nonstop jokes about my condo.
I heard it was
It's a
really gross
shithole,
in there. Yeah.
roach infested apartment. I found out how much your house was worth.
Yeah, I know.
And,
You're starting to sue me and take it.
And I found out how much Shuli's house was worth. So it's like you guys are goofing on us. It's like the same price.
You gotta understand that you brag about how much money you have and being this big celebrity and working for Jay Leno and getting the big contract.
But you can't say that you invented goofing. My father.
I would never say that.
That's a big thing with John too. He just says things. There's never any thing to back up what he's saying. Like saying that Carl said he invented goofing is just totally made up.
Right.
It makes no sense.
He just attributes it to whoever he's talking to.
He's never even said he invented goofing on John.
That I've been Googled over 7 million times.
Yeah.
200 times.
That's impossible.
Then I looked up Anthony Cumia. This is even worse. Anthony Cumia, 5 times.
In the history of Google, Anthony has only been Googled 5 times.
I don't know even what he's trying to say. Where could he? Yeah, that's bizarre. This is his return. He's had 7 months to come up with something factual. Nope.
That's the other thing. John played all the hits. We didn't get a lot of new songs out of John in any of these appearances. It was all the hits. It's amazing.
You know that's not real. If he was Googled 5
John,
times,
that's wildly incorrect and inaccurate. But
All
that's
right,
fine.
I'll send you the screenshot, Carl.
And that's the other thing. John has no idea how things work and how easy it is to do. And they do it to him all the time. How could he not wake up and go, I don't believe this? Anyone can doctor anything at this point. You can literally doctor video of people and change their voice and their face.
I know. Screenshots. I got it.
I'm not lying, as you guys say, I'm a pathological liar.
Before we get too far off of this, let's talk about this Vince deal. Because I was really excited.
Hold on, Carl. But I'm saying,
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Carl, all I'm saying is you were smart enough to know there was a business in goofing on Stuttering John.
Yeah.
You don't feel a little bit of resentment for Shuli for totally stealing your idea and running it into the fucking ground? Be honest with me.
Did you leave the internet because of Shuli? No. Then I don't have any problem with them.
John, why did you leave then?
Well, I'm gonna explain it right now if you let me, Kev.
That's the first time I've talked my whole show.
There was a guy who was sniping me, Kev, and Carl, he was doing it. He was taking my show, and while I did Beer on the Balcony, he would just play it.
The rabbi. I know who you're talking about.
The rabbi guy.
So was John trying to imply here, because he kind of just drifted off? Was he trying to imply that he quit because of the rabbi? John never really answered why he quit, right?
That's the way I took it.
It was the first thing that entered his head. I don't know if it was confusing. But yeah, he did. I mean, he was asked the question and he answered the rabbi.
Yeah, and he answered with the rabbi. I thought that was really interesting. Because I didn't really think, I knew he was pissed, and yeah, it was a shitty thing the rabbi did, but I didn't think that was the sole reason or even one of the reasons he left. Sam V 199, John versus Shuli, who's winning so far?
That's a good question.
As of today, I would say John.
I'd say they're even.
I would say they're even. Shuli got a lot of content and a lot of super chats for nothing. He stream sniped both of John's shows and had John addressing him, and he addressed John right back. Not that John heard it.
And then if you were sick of Stuttering John, you had Ray DeVito stuff this week. So
if you're going based
had
on
a decent
super chats, that's one thing. But as far as the DabbleVerse, Shuli is taking a lot of shit from a lot of people. He has now been put into the what is that called? The superheroes.
Oh.
The superheroes of the DabbleVerse that nobody likes.
Oh, the Legion of Dabblers.
There it is. I always
Legion
forget
of
it.
Dabblers.
Yes, that is fantastic. The Legion of Dabblers. Go to Dabblers Anonymous if you don't know what we're talking about. Dave Dallifer, $2. Why doesn't my oven go over 100 degrees? Sounds like it's broke.
Also interesting to think about how much things have changed since John left now. Like he's coming back to a whole new subreddit where he's getting his information.
Right.
He's coming back at a good time.
It is fascinating to know that John is apparently a daily and regular viewer of Shuli's Anonymous, which makes you realize he is also probably a regular viewer of Dabblers Anonymous, which hasn't been as active lately. Shuli's Anonymous obviously is the more active subreddit. But
he seemed to know who Steel Toe was. He had mentioned Melton, which blew my mind. He
didn't mention me,
but he's aware of everything. And now he's got potentially this anti-Shuli audience on his side. I know OJ's reached out to him to work with him. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed your super chat that brought up me, Cardiff, and Tukey, and then he just went on a whole rant about how Cardiff is a two-faced troll. Cardiff's always playing both sides, and it just made me laugh. So
just like you went right into it, like you couldn't ask for more.
I should have just live streamed myself in the car. I was driving both days listening to this and just dying. I must have looked like such an asshole to people because I could not stop laughing. John was just rare form. It was just the Stuttering John that we have missed for
months, 7 months,
quarters of a year. Yeah, half a year, 7 months. It's just disgusting, John. You have to come back. You have to keep doing this. You can't just tease us. Well, he's not. He's saying he's doing the Hypocrisy Police tour.
Right.
I did see. Yes.
I was gonna say I'm hoping. I've said this before. I hope John comes back once a week. Does a show here and there, like whether it's MLC, whether it's with Chad. Chad, when he came on to Beloni's stream, thought it would be a good idea to get the three of them on MLC together, which I actually don't think that would be a bad idea.
Nothing would be a bad idea at this point. Dr. Spaghetti Tooth John, $4.99. Thank you so much. Do you think if John had said he left YouTube due to Shuli, would that change Carl's opinion of Shuli? Yes.
Yeah, when he was asked that question, I was like, oh, how's he going to answer this? Because if he says yes, that gives credit to Shuli, but he could also have used it as a wedge against Shuli,
right?
Proving that that Shuli ruined this whole thing. But
I don't think Carl would have necessarily a personal problem with Shuli. I think it would bother him though to know that Shuli was the reason. But listen, in the grand scheme of things, Carl has a far better format for his show. Carl is going to do far better in the long run, I feel, than Shuli. Because if Shuli just continues with the Uncle Rico show and the member berries of Howard Stern, you can only go so far with that kind of stuff. Carl has built this show that has, more of a, vast audience. He's doing different podcasts all the time. And just Carl's an original. Even if he took the Jocktober idea, that idea was out there forever. And no one else thought, hey, I should take this idea and do my own thing with it. Carl was the only one, who took that idea and ran with it. And I think Carl will be fine. And it will really be more of
Carl will be and has been fine. I mean, he just bought his second home in tropical Florida. So
thank you for saving me.
Yeah,
as my brain went dead.
That's fine. Yeah, Carl has, since John went away, Carl has been doing fine. And thank you to our new member, Nelax44.
Well, I gotta say, I'm a fan of the BS show. I didn't watch it months ago, but I do tune in. You know, maybe not from start to finish, but I'll get at least 45 minutes out of that show per day.
Traitor.
You know, I don't really watch Uncle Rico anymore, but I am a fan. And actually, I like the what is it, Freddie Mercury show? They did one. I think they released it yesterday. I gotta say, like, when it was over, I wanted more. It's pretty good.
Okay. Well, I have to. I'll have to give it a chance. I have not watched it. And obviously, as a Stern super fan, it should be right up my alley.
It's two different things. It's two different things. Like, yeah, we'll see. Carl's show, it has that established format and it has a huge following. I mean, that's one thing that comes out of all this for me personally. Is like wherever Carl goes, he brings 1,000 people in these YouTube video views.
He does. Caller, you are on the air.
Hello?
Hello
there.
Hi.
Yes. Sorry. I wanted to bring up as well. I don't know if you'll get to it in that supercut you guys were watching, but in John's interview there, it seemed like he had a really strange fascination with how much Carl didn't have kids.
Yes.
It's like he wanted to go after Carl's kids, but they don't exist. So he was just trapped. It's like he really wanted to, but couldn't do it.
Yes. And you know how this came about was because there was a what are you doing? Raking leaves?
I am walking my route while listening to this.
Okay. It's just very loud, but no problem. Thank you for listening. There was a interview with Vince the lawyer and John where Vince released the video of the telephone conversation they had, where Vince explained to John, Carl is a loser because the point of life is to procreate, is to have children. So basically, Carl is a failure when it comes to life in the primal sense because he has not procreated. And John literally, I swear to you, John went, you know, Vince, I never thought of it like that before. You're right. Like he saw this as this profound thought. But yeah, so that's to answer your question. That's why I think John was using that. But you're right. John like literally wanted to make fun of Carl's kids that don't exist. But I think at the same time,
you could just
yes.
I was gonna say you could almost just see it in his face. Like he just kept like it was something in his back pocket he wanted to use so bad, but he couldn't get it out there. But thank you guys. You got a good day.
Thank you for the call. No, that's a great point. Yes. And
now that I think about it, it makes me think, what was the answer? Like, was he, okay, what are the reasons you might not have children? Was he hoping for like some dark story from Carl's
I know, but he just wanted
past?
Carl to say, John, you figured me out. I love penises in my mouth and butt.
It is a weird thing to ask a person again and again and again. Why don't you have kids? Why don't you have kids? Why don't you have kids?
Because that is what affords me to have a house in Florida, a second house now in Florida, because he doesn't have kids.
You're going to make fun of my kids for being gay. I'm going to make fun of you for being gay.
Yeah, exactly. It's hypocrisy police, Carlos. That's all we can say. It's hypocrisy police. Should we keep going with the Kinky Locos supercut?
Sure.
All right.
And I have to tell you that he is not a friend of the DabbleVerse. We are not happy with
the rabbi,
because that is not cool.
Carl, just be honest. Did you like when I fucked with him and just played the Three Stooges episode?
No, I want to see more of you, John. I'm a big fan of you.
Okay, let's talk about Vince, Carl, and then I'm going to tell you my problems with you. Vince admits. Now, I didn't know he didn't confer with you guys. Hold on, Carl, let me finish.
We know all of this. That's not what I'm complaining about. I know that he changed the deal, but if you wanted to do it, we could have done it. You could have countered. You could have said, okay, if you're going to do 50 up front, let's make it 4,000. I would have said yes in a second to that. But you didn't counter. You just went, fuck it, it's done. I'm taking my ball. I'm going home, just like he did in November.
One of the big losers in all this, I think, is Kevin Brennan. Because, yeah, Kevin Brennan spent $3,000. Carl got on, I'm assuming for free. Maybe Carl chipped in some money to be on the show, but I'm assuming he's here for free. and Carl pretty much got one-on-one time with Stuttering John. So Carl's a winner there. Carl looked great. But yeah, the next day with John charging Chad only $500, whether it was, I think it was only $500 flat. People are trying to say $500 an hour, but I think he just paid him $500.
I think you're right. I think Chad even said that on Bill Loney's stream.
Yeah, I think Chad said he offered to pay John, and John actually said, "No, you know what, Chad, you just keep it." And then
that was with the super chats. He offered him half the super chats. And told him, just keep that.
You were absolutely right. But yeah, I think Chad only paid John $500, and Kevin also admitted yesterday, because Chad said, "You know what, Kevin, I'm even going to pay you for being on my show." Because Chad still thinks that Kevin owes him money for that show where Kevin or Chad went on and begged and pleaded, please take your strikes away. Please, you don't understand. I have kids to feed, non-existent kids to feed. You're taking my livelihood, please. Chad thinks he should be paid for that episode. Wow. So Chad said that, you know what, Kevin, I'm so nice that I'm going to even pay you for this appearance where Kevin went on Chad's show. And Kevin did confirm yesterday that Chad paid him $50.
I was surprised he said that, and it was funny. But from my perspective, KB was a winner, though, because he made himself the center of the DabbleVerse.
I agree.
Just to spite Shuli. I mean, there's something to be said. Yeah, he shelled out money.
For that day. Because then the next day it was Chad. Everyone was talking about Chad. Chad one-upped Kevin. He got Stuttering John the next day, and Stuttering John was more fierce. He went after Shuli, who Kevin wanted him to go against.
That's a win for KB, I think, too. But KB was the spark. Like, it elevated his feud with Shuli. I mean, I think really can't see anybody being losers.
I think Chad won. I think Kevin won, and Carl won. I think Shuli was the only one. Okay, you could say he won because he stream sniped and got a lot of people watching, but as far as getting John and just all the talk, I mean, nobody lost.
Also, I don't want Kevin to call me a buffoon again. Every time I mention him, somehow
you are a buffoon.
He doesn't have to say it again and again.
And Kevin did pay that amount to get John first. He got John first. So whatever money John takes after that, I mean, it's going to always be the second interview with John. And then KB went on to Chad's show. So
kind of stole the show for
Yeah. So I thought
appearance.
KB. I don't think KB lost.
I still don't understand, as a lawyer, why Vince didn't either, one, put the money in escrow, or two, just give the money up front. If he made the deal, just give him the money then and collect the money from Shuli and Carl after the show.
And I know that
$30,000.
Vince is a troll. I know that, but he came on to the show, our show, and said that he was going to put the money up front. He was going to pay for it, and he was hoping that Carl and Shuli would pay for part of it. So he was.
But why didn't he? Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah,
because he's full of shit.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much
outmaneuvered by Kevin Brennan. That's gotta hurt, Vince the lawyer.
And you decided to run away from us scared, which is a pussy move, in my opinion.
Okay, first of all, fuck off. If you want to know someone who runs away from somebody, look at that pussy Shuli when I tried to interview him and he fucking ran away and called security on me.
Can I ask you a question, John, about that?
Shuli was wait, Carl. Well, you never fucking let me finish. Shuli just happened to be the guy right next to the elevator.
Can I ask this about that interview with Shuli? How was he supposed to answer those questions? You were giving him Twitter jokes. You're like, can you believe that John Hine from Jump the Shark is on a show that Jump the Shark? What's he supposed to say to that? What's the answer to that?
Oh, so now you're going to defend Shuli for not answering?
No, I'm saying your question.
Wait.
Yeah, he's not defending Shuli. He's criticizing your joke writing, you dummy.
That wasn't an interview.
Oh, it's so funny. Every time he calls it Kevin, I think he's talking about you because ever since Tony Michaels was on my show and said, Kevin from Why Do I
he has to make an appearance on every one of our shows.
You're talking
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do you know about his background going to prison for selling K2?
I miss him so much.
I know.
I've never once asked someone a question and said, be honest this time. Like, I am honest. I'm not lying.
Honest because you do lie.
I do not. I promise you I don't.
He has OCD.
Yeah. Do you want me to call you out for each lie I have written down here?
Please. Go for it.
Okay.
No kid stuff. No kid stuff. It's too early.
Well, no. Have you ever goofed on my kids?
Come on, I just said no kid stuff.
But then on my first Patreon episode talking about your book, you dedicated it to your kids, and I said those kids sound like losers as a joke over the fact that you said we're talking about your kids.
Losers.
He keeps talking about his kids like they're minors. I know the one is still like 17 or right.
His born son.
Right. But the other two, he plays this victim card
It's
like
weird.
they're going after toddlers.
Yeah, it's the first thing he's bringing up, and then when he's challenging Carl's sexuality again and again, he can't have it both ways. But yeah, the way he comes in there, and he's not arguing, he's not debating anything. He just goes right to like, you've stepped over the line repeatedly, right? That's all you do is step over the line. It's like, come on, dude.
No, and your kids are
It prevents real conversation between them too, because he just
like technically. Carlos Danger is a kid to someone. He's someone's kid, but he's not a kid.
To Ray DeVito.
Yeah.
I said they sound like they're a bunch of losers.
You said they are losers.
Great. That's also funny.
Yes,
somebody's family.
That's the other day you started comparing my kid to Baba Booey and saying Baba Booey should be offended. You fucking lying pussy.
She does look
Actually,
like Baba
when I
Booey.
Was other people are saying that she kind of looks like Baba
Oh yeah,
Booey.
that's a cop out. Other people are saying, let me hide behind other people.
That's
You
what
fuck
Chad
me
said.
He never confirmed nor denied that Baba Booey wasn't the father, by the way.
That's what Chad.
So you're saying Baba Booey is not the real father? Is that what you're telling us right now? All right,
What else? What else? What else, John? What else, John, on Carl? What else? What other lies does Carl have?
Did you or did you not post, not you goofing on my book, which I'm fine with. You can goof me all you want.
Please ask me this. Yes.
Did you not post just the link, the MP3, no commentary from my book on your Patreon?
I didn't do that. I've never done that. Why do you think I did that? Because I did not.
I have the screenshot, Carl.
Again.
What do you mean you have a screenshot? Does it say you
I
book on
have
MP3?
We clicked on the link and it led to my book. So
No, it did not. That's a lie. Now that's a lie.
So why post it?
I didn't.
Who
My
posted it?
moderator paid $5 to be Carl's Patreon, and there was the.
I think John's hair looks great, by the way. Everyone is criticizing John's hair. I say, John, keep going. You still have one more tour in you. The masses need to see or hear. What is this stupid single? Easy for you to say. Oh, Talk My Way Out of It. The masses want to hear it live. You have one more world tour in you, John. Grow that hair down to that fat ass of yours.
MP3. He said he clicked on it and it went right to my.
He couldn't have picked a worse shirt to wear.
Yeah, just he had all these months and he knew this was happening. He doesn't even have a working microphone. He puts just nothing. I mean, I'm blown away. I thought, okay, he's going to be sober. He'll at least be sober. But not only was he not sober, he was stopping the interview to go get beers out of the fridge. I mean, that was just, I loved it, but it did sort of surprise me. I thought maybe he'd keep it together.
Sam V, yes, you make a good point. We should probably hear what Mike Morris has to say. Mike Morris, you are remaining obscenely quiet right now. What do you have to say about all this? Thank you, Mike Morris. I fucked it up again. Anyway, all right, back to the video.
Kinky Loco bailing us out.
Thank you, Kinky Loco, for the amazing highlight reel on Dabblers Anonymous.
All of them?
His arms are fucked up.
So I don't trust your moderators either.
I'll give you one.
I did think John was going to be like clean cut and not drunk. Yeah, sober. I agree with you. Yeah, I thought maybe he'd get a haircut because people were goofing on his hair when
He's had so much of this, of just people picking him apart.
Right, when he was posting all those graduation pictures of him and minorities in wheelchairs, people were making fun of the way he dressed and his hair and the fact that his brother got a second suit. Very exciting.
It's in that cycle.
That's true.
Okay.
We are 20 away from 300. We have never hit 300. That is a
Okay, so
major
you-
milestone for us.
All
Thank
right,
you
you
guys.
threatened me in a lot of different ways. You're gonna sue me and take my house. You said there are guys in New York who aren't happy with what I'm up to, implying that you knew mobsters who were.
That was the thing too. Did they talk about it yet? Where apparently we found out that the reason John claims he called the Rochester Police Department was because Carl called his kids losers.
We have not gotten to that. I'm not sure if it's in this clip. I would imagine it is, but yes, no, it has not been played yet.
Holy
It was nice to hear him talk about Royce.
And we have a
too.
super chat, by the way, El Horrible.
Birch the Great, thank you for the $2. I'm not a drunk. I've only had 4 beers this hour. Yes. Do we have a count of how many beers he had during this first show?
I don't know, but I'd like to see a spit count of how many times saliva came out of John's mouth.
Sure. And I know for a fact WATP is covering the Chad interview. So it's probably best that we cover this interview. And then if you want to hear more about the Chad interview this afternoon, make sure you get a WATP Patreon membership, and he'll be doing live. I know he said on the bonus material they were going to cover a lot of the Stuttering John on Chad show.
You could see in Chad's eyes, I'm sorry to blab on, but you could see in Chad's eyes just during that interview.
Yes.
He wanted it to end. He was just like, oh my God.
Oh, Chad. Yeah. Well, Chad is
There were
just
times
like,
where he had just lost it because John wouldn't shut up, and you could read it in Chad's. You just told us not to talk about it, but I apologize.
No. I'm not saying don't talk about it. I'm just saying we don't have like a lot of, we don't have, I didn't pull any clips. Yeah. Because Kinky Loco didn't do the work and make a second highlight reel for me to play.
I know,
But
only
anyway.
one 11-minute video this week.
Right. Come on, Kinky Loco. But yes, the problem is Chad doesn't understand why we find Stuttering John funny, because it's the same reason we find Chad funny. So Chad's just going, this guy's a fucking idiot. This guy's fucking dumb. He's not fucking funny. This is stupid. Like, what?
Why am I here? What am I? This
Right.
guy's a loser. Why am I associating with this guy?
Yeah. What did I pay for? Yeah, I agree 100%. But maybe he realizes it now.
Call the Rochester Police Department to get me arrested. I am friends with RPD. There's no record of you calling their station at all. You lied about it.
I did call him. I
There's
said
no
he-
record of it. There's no record of it.
You know, he's fucking calling my kids losers and all this other shit.
You were going to get the police involved in someone calling your kids losers?
They're minors. Carl,
They're
they don't
not-
have kids.
They're not
I don't know.
minors.
No.
Maybe
It was
you're,
one, and he was
why
like
is it calling you gay as an
17.
insult? You sound effeminate. Hey, Scola!
He leaned into that.
There you go.
You should find the sun sometime. Holy shit. What's wrong with your complexion right now?
Carl, please answer. Do you wear makeup before you go on?
Of course not.
Yes. We all know you wear makeup, Carl. Stop
Doesn't he have-
lying.
But
got
no, John
tattooed
definitely wore makeup when he was working at the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean,
Carl does not wear makeup.
I don't know. He kind of looks like
What
Sal
a-
Governale. Sal
What a
Governale.
strange
wears
question.
makeup. It is weird. What a dumb accusation.
Before he goes out?
No,
No,
before
I
he
don't wear-
goes on the
I
show.
don't wear
Carl,
makeup.
He has the best complexion here.
He's a
He has the
handsome
best
guy.
camera. Is it more money
Scola!
for you?
Dabblers Anonymous, $400. Thank you, Dabblers. Go get them, Stuttering John. We've been waiting for this for 7 months. Don't let us down.
Oh, we have a call. Let's take a call.
There's one thing that I wish Carl would have brought up, but he wasn't prepared, was asking him, did you really think my wife, Jenny Jingles, actually was DMing you in your chat and then talking to you privately about cheating on me? What a fucking idiot.
Forgot about that.
You're right. That was a question that Carl forgot to ask. But yes, John believes everything. That's why he's John. It's great.
Came in early.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
John, what did you do with the money? What money? The money you stole from the fake cancer charity. Hi, Stuttering John. Hi, Stuttering John's roaches.
Okay, so now he's going to explain. He's going to explain the cancer charity thing. Good job, Kinky Loco, with the $10. I have heard that the person that he is saying this was for has come out and say, no, it wasn't. But I don't know. Allegedly.
We were having a breakthrough together right now, you and me. This is great.
Look at that effeminate voice with that. Carl, are you English?
No, I'm German.
Oh, because I thought you were because of the teeth. All right, so Kevin.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
So it's okay to goof on Carl's teeth, but then when you goof on his kid's teeth and say she looks like Baba Booey, you are the worst thing you can call. That's the worst thing you could say about a person. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, ahoy, really?
Yo.
You guys there?
Yes.
Yo, love the show.
Thank you.
It's Grizzlehorn. Hey, there's a piece of this video. I haven't seen anybody talk about it, but I want to see if you guys can find it. After Carl left, someone put a super chat in to talk about John's finger looking like a disgusting shrimp. And right when they say it, his finger's pointing into the camera, and you can see him. He reads the super chat and just sheepishly puts his finger away and looks down and looks different directions. It's funny as hell, man. You got to find it.
All right.
But there's a super chat that talks about his finger looking like a disgusting shrimp.
Okay.
Something along those lines.
I
Gross.
don't think we're going to be able to find it in this show, but I will find it for the next show.
It is. I was right before I came on. I was watching Misery Loves Clips, and they have the second part of this, and it's probably right in there. It's probably right on their YouTube page because I know the exact comedy he's talking about.
Yeah, you guys will find it. It's you got to just watch John the whole time. It's hilarious because you realize, my fingers are a fucking travesty. Gentlemen, take care. I'll keep watching the show.
Have a great weekend, Grizzlehorn. Thank you.
I want to answer this question from Annie Orion. I once had an interview with one of his former producers, that's Stuttering John's former producers, Don Adams, and he said that John smelled like, when you wash your laundry and don't put it in the dryer fast enough and you get that disgusting smell. That's what John smells like. Moldy.
I would have thought more like if you smell the underneath of a dog's paw and it smells like Fritos. You know what I'm talking about? Or like popcorn.
That's a little too specific, but
thank you.
Was last in Win John's Job contest with 1% of the votes. So, John, you asked your fans to give bad Yelp reviews to a comedy club. How did this work out? One Not Chaser. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. I'm your friend. That's why I tried to sweep in on your wife.
Really?
Carl has wood paneling, but cat turds is something you can get rid of easily, John, even if the litter box is not full. Yes. John, love you. Love your show. Quick question. Mancow told me you tried to go down on him back in the late 90s. This true? And what did it smell like? Stuttering John by the heart, still zero self-awareness.
No. I just want to ask you an honest question, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm actually going to care about you for a second. Do you want children?
No, I've never wanted children. John, do you have any friends who don't have children?
John looks like a menopausal woman who's asking Carl to have kids with him.
Any friends?
Yes.
Okay, great. So it exists. It's a thing that happens in the world. There are people who don't have children.
They can never get girls.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm married, so.
All right, let me read
I
it.
know, but I think it's a.
That is such a weird thing when you try to insult someone and saying they can't get chicks when they're married.
All right.
I think.
What do you have a lot of free time?
What a loser.
Call that fucking.
You couldn't get any more chicks, so you had to just marry one. What a loser.
Guys, whatever you call it.
Beard?
A beard, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That beard on your face.
I'll finish your jokes for you, John.
I'm just saying maybe Carl is gay. I don't know.
Who cares? It's
But if it is,
2024.
what's so bad about it?
Hey, I have a question for you, John, because you're talking about how much money you have and how much your apartment sold for. How come it was in your mom's name? You said it was for creative accounting purposes. What does that mean? Sounds illegal.
When I got divorced, my wife had credit cards that I didn't know about. My credit went down to 570. So my
What are you interrupting my show for? No, I'm kidding.
Hey, you guys are missing. You guys there?
Yeah, what's up, man?
You guys are missing the greatest thing about this whole Stuttering John interview, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, is this short-term memory, man?
Oh, no, short-term memory loss, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
All right, well, if you think about it.
When I remember, I'll call back.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you, short-term memory loss, man. Damn it. He almost
My
had
mom's
it.
credit is over 8.
Brian
My
Kowalczyk has just gifted us 5 memberships. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian Kowalczyk. We are well over 200 members for the first time in BeDabblin Live history. We are close to 300 live viewers. You guys are amazing. We only grow every show. This is a fun show. We're doing it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Brian.
mortgage is much cheaper in my mom's name. And what I do, Carla, is I had my mom sign a grant deed. So whenever I wanted, I could change it back to my name.
When I was a teenager, I had my parents co-sign so I could get a car. So I get it. I understand.
She's going to sign a quitclaim deed, and then I'm going to put it in my name and get a better interest rate. How do you like that, Carl? You just got schooled a little bit in real estate.
Yeah, keep waiting.
I got schooled.
Keep waiting for those better interest rates, buddy.
You just said your credit was 560 and you blamed your ex-wife for it.
No,
how was that on me? You're acting like I'm the idiot?
No,
I bought both my houses in my name.
Brandon O'Quinn says, is Stuttering John currently starring in a Pilgrim movie?
I know. I'm in the awkward stage. I'm growing my hair long. It's my midlife crisis.
The awkward stage.
Going by you.
It's like 60.
Before you read that next super chat, I
did not catch that the first time. I'm in my awkward stage.
Hey, guys, we have Mr. Bob Levy is in the house.
Is that the real Bob Levy? Hello, Bob
I think
Levy.
so.
The Reverend, the legend.
All
right.
I do the Drew and Mike show every other Tuesday. But I just want to say, John,
Run
props to you for coming on here.
run away.
Again.
No, let him finish. Let him
John,
finish.
come on my show anytime. You have an open invitation, my friend.
Yeah, John,
All right,
let him finish.
I'd love to talk to you again anytime. But thank you for doing this. I'm proud of you. I love that you came on here today. I think people are very excited to hear from you again. I hope you come back again soon to the internet. Start your show up again. We love you, buddy.
Yeah, you just love goofing on me, you prick.
Yeah, I know. You saw right through that one.
All right. Great job, Carl. Thank you.
Do all you want. Just don't
Thanks, guys.
take anything from me.
All right. Well, you sent me a
How awesome would that be, though?
Okay. Bye, guys.
I don't
Take care,
Bye,
buddy.
Chad Sawyer.
Stern goofed on me, you dumb fuck.
Carl could take over for how Howard Stern used to goof on John. I think that would be magical.
Fantastic work, Kinky Loco. Mike Moores, you're sitting there all quiet. It's like you have nothing to say. Mike Moores, what did you think about the John and MLC interview? All right. Thank you, Mike Moores, for your wonderful opinion.
Insightful.
Insightful opinion. Thank you, Carlos, for giving me the words I so desperately searched for in my head. So yes, big week. John was back. We just did an hour and a half on it, which is far more than I thought we were going to do. Like I said, we're basically picking at the bones now. Everyone has done it. But yeah.
It is the vortex, though. Once you start,
100%.
dive right in.
Yeah, you can't not talk about John. And we can't not talk about Ray DeVito.
Oh,
Come
boy.
on. Everybody is talking about Ray DeVito.
Maybe this is Ray.
Maybe this is Ray.
Yeah, so I clicked on the Potsdam PDF link.
Shit.
And it somehow unloaded a Insufferable podcast.
Yes.
Insufferable Bastards podcast.
That happens. That happens. We have heard that.
Yeah. And then now he killed himself after listening to Insufferable Bastards, and now I cease to exist.
All right. Do not click on the link that Shuli sends you unless you're absolutely sure it is a PDF of the poster. If not, there is a possibility it will drain your bank account, murder your family, download the entire catalog of Insufferable Bastards, make you retarded.
Yes, you may catch the retarded flu.
Shoo to that retarded flu. But yes, we have been hearing about all these things happening to people who click on the link that Shuli has provided for them, promising posters. Postergate still alive and well. So Ray DeVito was on the other night, and you people with your jokes, you horrible, horrible people with your jokes, got Ray to say some bad words.
That, and then Daniel Poon, who's a good man. Daniel Poon, Ray, can you shout out my stepdad and hero, Nick Gurr? Shout out Nick Gurr. He's a fine gentleman. He has no cortex.
God damn it, Ray.
All right, so you're going over for caught up on because I got to pay the bills right here. Big Daddy Dodo, read some super chats. Hi, Nick Gurr. Hi, Nick Gurr's lawyer.
No, Ray.
Happy birthday to Steve Kerr's son, Nick. Nick Gurr. Oh, he's saying,
Go Warriors.
yeah. Franklin Shackler, Ray. I have a hot lunch date, but I just fell in a rain puddle. No time to change out of these dirty knickers. So I cancel or just go anyway? Yeah, just go, Franklin.
Go
Shackler.
anyway.
You just go.
Is the person next to Ray a dwarf person?
I think so.
He looks like Hank if Hank didn't drink.
Yeah, go anyways. Does Nick Gurr smoke Newports? That's a reference to
black people
the
smoking
cigarettes
Newports
that Elise Edwards enjoys. Newport cigarettes. All right, so back to Blinky Jedi. Happy big birthday, and I see Nick Kerr. Happy birthday, Nick Kerr.
Why does Ray think all these people know this person that none of us have ever talked about?
Just never occurs to him.
Nick Kerr's a good man. All right. So that's it. And thank you, Stacey Ann. Single mother 5. I would never let Nick Kerr watch my kids. All right. Big Daddy Dodo. I'm chasing Nick. Does that make me a Nick Kerr chaser? Oh, I see what they're doing. All right, so I'm gonna quit saying. I get why they're saying Nick. All right, I get that now. I get what they're trying to do. I caught on. It took me a while to catch on.
Oh, Ray DeVito, hero to the minority population. Have you kissed your favorite person of color today?
That has to be the longest of one of those things ever. That somebody just keeps saying.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe he didn't catch it until like the 8th one.
Unbelievable. Yes, I have to give a shout out. I can't say your name. It's TE6118. TE6118. I guess I can't say your name. Gifted 10 memberships. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the 10 membership. Holy crap. We are blowing up. We are doing it.
And Ray got so angry that this happened. I mean, he was.
So I don't know if I played the other like.
Oh, and we're getting. I'm sorry, El Horrible. We're also getting raided by Balls Deep, Little Lemmy, and the whole crew over there.
Oh, thank you to the Little Lemmy crew. Yes, Little Lemmy does a Twitch live stream on Saturday mornings. I'm sorry that we have infringed on your turf as far as daytime slots or whatever, but thank you. We always enjoy when Little Lemmy sends her people over to us on Twitch. Thank you so much. So I don't know what else happens here with Ray. I'm going to keep playing, though, because I do have Ray the next day on Shuli's show where he yelled at them. And but yeah, this is great.
El Recon DMLC, what up, Mr. Gurr? I'll call him Mr. Gurr. No, they're trying to make you say a racial slur. Is what they're trying to do.
Wait a minute.
What up, Mr. Gurr?
Wait,
Mr. Gurr.
Ball bag
all right.
Off the screen, Ray. There was a ball bag on the screen. What are you doing? I'm going to get flagged now, Ray. You're ruining it for everyone, Ray.
On my podcast. I'm doing my podcast. I had Eli Trajan on.
Wait, can you pause this for 1 second? Because there is this isn't getting enough attention. So the first video was 1 p.m. Thursday on the Shuli Network.
Right.
And then Ray goes back on at 11:48 or something like that. And he's angry. Like, he's clearly angry because, number one, he had that happen. And Ray, his whole thing is, I'm not going to get another gig. I'm not going to get another gig. I can't have this video out where I'm saying that over and over and over again. I'll never work again.
Right.
And then number two, he's not drinking. So he's got all this anxiety and he's dealing with it, as a sober,
Oh, he stopped drinking?
So, well, at least at this point, he had like 24 hours without a beer and clearly he wants a beer. So Bobby Nick is the guest, but Bobby Nick, when he comes on, is using Bobby Fran's avatar,
Okay.
And so I think it was pretty clear that Ray thought he invited Bobby Fran. And then once the show starts, after a minute in, Bobby Nick reveals himself to be, I'm just Bobby Nick sitting in my chair. And Ray was just like, what?
Does he know who Bobby Nick is?
I don't know. It wasn't clear.
And someone's putting up super chats, and they have the name Nick.
Oh, he finally broke me.
And the last name Gurr. That's the name.
Ah,
so
okay,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, so I'm saying this guy Nick, and then his last name.
Yeah.
So like that
Sure.
was, and it happened like four times.
No, it happened
Maybe
like
4 or 5 times.
12.
Before I caught it, and then
Maybe
I
3
see what they're
times.
doing. And
It was very unnoticeable, Ray. Don't worry about it. I don't think anyone even noticed.
It took you that long?
Only like 3
it took me like 4 times. Well, no, here's what I'm saying. This is a good thing.
Deadpool, thank you for the 1999. Ray's a gift. Yes, Ray is an absolute
gift that keeps on giving.
I was
And
going to
he's
off
our
myself until I saw this video. Like, I was this close.
For the Shuli Network, too, that this happened. Because here's the deal. You have producers who I like.
Ray's still wearing all his concert T-shirts too.
Joe, Andy, and Austin, and they're great guys. But the producer has got to catch that. Do you get what I'm saying? So this was a wake-up call for the entire.
Ray is exactly like the anchor man. He'll just read whatever you put on the screen.
It's that scene. And then he immediately blames everybody else at the network. Names them. Are those guys okay with their names being given out? It's not like there's credits at the end of every show.
Why did you guys make me do this? Why did you make me read this?
Network. You'd be like, all right, I should have been onto that, but then they also.
You're the best, Ray DeVito. We love you.
He's like, this exposed an organizational flaw in the structure of the company.
You know what? I realized that there was a problem here. No one realized what those words actually meant when you said them together.
It's like that's also.
I think I figured it out.
Producing
On the next stream, I'll be appearing nude to see what happens.
Now you got to have an eye out for that. Like,
Ray Burgundy.
You weren't looking for it. Now you got to
Bobby
keep an eye
Fran.
out that this could
Hello,
possibly
Bobby.
happen. You got to step in.
Deadpool with another $20 to Ray this time. Hi, Bobby Nick. Why don't your cigarettes have no filter?
We're all just doing no filter jokes.
The way Andy does with Kevin.
Deadpool back up.
Like that's
So
the
we
whole
have
reason why you have a
double.
producer. Like,
There it is.
Andy will have like super chats come on, and he's like, no, I'm like, don't read that.
Is Ray in a bowling alley?
There's fireworks going on. That happened the night before,
Oh,
and
right.
he wouldn't mute himself, and it just sounded like Lebanon. You know,
Why not close the damn door?
Like
Jesus
Andy will be
Christ,
like,
Ray.
put it up, but don't read it because you can't read it. So like the producers got to catch that. So this was a wake up call for the whole network. Like we all.
Honestly,
Ray, he really does feel like he discovered something.
Yeah.
It's like, hey guys, I just discovered something. People are putting these two words together and trying to make us say the N-word.
He's talking like he
read
was
it.
sent up to space for the first time. He
Right.
was the Russian monkey in like 1963.
I was just a guinea pig.
Ray,
I'm the hero
I
here.
wouldn't doubt it if they did catch it and they were trolling you. The producers.
No. Yes, I should catch it. What's that? No, they got to catch that. That's not cool. No, they can't be doing that. If they.
Oh, so Ray is saying like, I don't think anyone noticed this, but Nick is actually saying, hey, don't you think that they did catch it and they were just putting them up there so that you would read them?
Yeah, he's
Ray's
saying
like,
at that volume, wasn't somebody screwing with you?
Right. And Ray's like, nah.
He's saying nah, but then he's like, well, if that's the case,
Oh,
they
but
should be
they-
reprimanded.
yeah.
He's playing both sides. So.
They got to do a better chance of catching that stuff. Like they
Right.
are catching that stuff, and they're doing it on purpose.
Right.
So are we going to see like a light bulb go off in Ray's head when he goes, no, wait a minute.
They did that on purpose, and that's really not cool. I don't think they did. If they did do it on purpose, then that's not cool because that's not how I don't do my show. My show, like I have a show.
Unbelievable.
And I'm focusing on.
All right, so my show, I have a show, and it's a show, and it's a good show, and you should watch the show because it's a show about a show.
So I appreciate the super chat. Like I'm going to read Deadfools right now. I didn't pre-read it. I'm just looking at it now. Hi, Bobby Nick.
He's afraid of any word that starts with Nick.
He sees the hashtag,
He saw the-
emojis.
He saw the word Nick, and then he had to read forward. That was hilarious. Hold on, let me go back a little.
Here's Bobby Nick right here. He's so dumb. LOL.
Bobby Nick from BYB. Oh, Bobby Nick's from BYB. Hello,
Yep.
Bobby Nick. Good to have you.
Why don't your cigarettes have hashtag no filter? So shout out to no filter. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you are my producer. Your eyes need to be on that. The producer's got to catch them.
Wait, Nick, are you his producer now? Or Bobby Nick, are you his producer now?
No, he's definitely not.
No,
I have a funny feeling they were just trolling you, Ray.
Well, then you know what? Well, then that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable because like that's not cool at all.
Dave Dallifer, thank you for the $5. Is this the Special Olympics or a reverse mortgage commercial?
If they were doing that, then they owe me an apology because no, you're my producers. This is my show. You do the show the way I say we do it.
Yeah. You're doing a show in front of an open door and in front of a screen door. What kind of show is it? It's like Pee-wee's Playhouse or Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood where Ray's waiting for the mailman to come through the door.
You get what I'm saying? It's my show. So you got to fucking respect that. It's my show. So if they did do that to fuck with me, they owe me a giant apology because it's my fucking show. You got to fucking respect my show.
You
want my show on the network? We run the show the way I run the show.
Oh, stop saying
and
show.
Also, the thing about that whole thing is, like, I was in the middle of a joke. I did the joke on stage. My buddy Eli was on the show with me, and his wife had a job as a nanny.
Show. We get it.
Well, the thing was, he goes on that rant, and then Northwest Ken submits a chat, and it's got Mr. Gurr in it again, and Ray immediately reads it.
Well, that's where the clip ended, so they missed that, I guess.
Right, it was a little later. He goes on. I mean, he went on like a 5 to 10 minute rant about how it's not his responsibility, and then Northwest Ken's chat comes up. But Ray goes into it a little bit. Are you playing the next morning when Shuli yelled at him? Or
yes,
all right,
I
so
have that clip next. Yeah, Deadpool, thank you for the $4.99. Bobby Nick, Grr. Thank you, Deadpool. Deadpool. Sorry, I ruined the joke.
He sees himself as a whistleblower, like he's exposing corruption, the potential thereof.
Northwest Ken is also one of Ray's mods, and in the chat, Northwest Ken mentioned
without his
I
consent.
never asked to be a mod. I don't do any modding. I don't know why I'm a mod. So yeah, Ray is simple. Ray, he really is.
And Ray's chat is just
it's
all phone numbers and addresses.
How could he not understand that the producers are indeed putting those chats up on purpose to troll Ray? I don't understand how he can't figure that out by now.
Yes, and it's disgusting, Ray. We don't support it. We think it's gross that they're doing that to you. And but we only report what we see. We assume you correct. So this was the next day on the BS show. Our guest Mike Morris, who's with us today, he's part of the BS show. I guess he's on. Are you on vacation, Mike? All right, thank you, Mike. Yeah, I don't know why Mike's background is different, but I'm assuming he's on vacation or something.
I thought maybe, is he trolling Ray?
Oh, maybe because of the dresser.
I'm not sure though. That could be wrong.
Yeah,
looks like he's in Cape Cod or something.
What are you doing here, Mike? What are you trying to? Are you trying to goof on Ray? You never give us any. You never give up anything, Mike. You're good at that. I would trust you with a secret, I feel. All right. Let's go back to the clip and play this baby. Oops, sorry. I have to go to a different screen. And there we go.
No, man. We're could have used you yesterday, Producer Joe. That's what you need.
So this is the next day on the BS show. Ray is very mad with everyone at the network for some reason, even though none of them were there.
Producers for that exact thing. You got me in a. No, don't say that. That would have really pissed me off. So
Chris Mack says Morris is at his girlfriend's beach house. I don't know if it's at the Jersey Shore, the Hamptons, or what. Interesting. Nice. Keep that chick.
Yeah, don't do that. I get
I
it
might
that
not
like
put the white power one up, but the other ones like
nah, don't do that. Don't say that, dude. I don't want to do a podcast.
Hey, let him talk. Let him talk.
That type
Have
of
a
shit's gonna
discussion
happen.
about this. Let
This
him
is why
talk.
nothing gets cleared up.
Right. Go ahead, Joe. What were you saying?
So the ones with like the white power logos in the thumbnail or like nudity stuff like that.
He does look like a sleeper
really
cell.
run the risk of the channel suffering from things like that.
You showed the ball bag
The
chat.
other thing is just the chat having some fun with you, and they're paying for it. So we've got to. I mean, if you catch it on the first one,
No,
it
you guys got to
continue.
catch it, dude. I'm in the middle of doing a show. That's why I have producers. So no, man. That's
And
the
what
whole
are we
reason. I have-
supposed to do? Not
No,
put the
if you're
chats
not,
up?
no, you can put the chats up, but like, give me a heads up. Be like, hey Ray, just a heads up before you read it, because I was in the middle. I'm in the middle.
Hey, Ray, just a heads up before you read this one. They're tricking you into saying Nick Gurr.
Ray, can you take a second to read this before you read it?
Yeah. Just pretend to be surprised. Pretend you don't notice this time, okay? Okay.
I'm in the middle of a thought. People who say that these shows revolve around super chats, obviously we appreciate them, and I'm going to read every one. But at the same time, like I was doing a show, I was in the middle of a topic and a conversation. So if you see stuff like that,
This ain't
you
the volume
do gotta
of what?
call it out, because this
What were you
is.
talking? What were your topics for yesterday?
It was. I'm kind of glad it happened because I went back and watched it, and it doesn't sound that bad. You can you can actually hear the you can actually hear the word
Please be getting
Nick
pissed.
in it. Like so, I heard you guys like bleeping it out, but you can hear me say the word Nick. So
Yeah, so
And
Ray
you
had
can hear
this
the
thing
K
in
in
his
it.
head about enunciation.
Yes.
He
Yes.
enunciates so properly, they didn't fool him.
Right. I heard that too. He's like, yeah, you can hear me saying Nick. Yeah, so it wasn't really bad.
You know what? You know what they say, young blood. You trick a white retarded boy to say the N-word, and an angel don't go get a poor black child of 40 ounce. Hell yeah.
How dare you?
Thanks, OJ.
Bob had a
But,
question.
no,
I
he-
had three Ks in it.
I'm gonna tie my hand behind my back and fucking choke all three of you out. Is
You
that how
can
we have
tell
to do it?
that to Al Sharpton when he gets
Jesus.
It's funny. Ray heard John say the day before how he would tie his hand behind his back and beat all of the BS show up. Which is funny thing about John. We forgot to mention before. John, this is going back to John. It just made me think of it because Ray's just acting like John because he heard John say that. But I thought it was interesting how John was like mimicking Kevin Brennan. And then he was like, this is what I do when I hang out with Dice. I am always like, hey, oh. That
I
was
pick up
John's-
his accent. Yeah.
Yeah, that was John's whole MO with everything. He always thought he was Howard Stern when he was around Howard Stern, and he would pretend to be Howard Stern when he did his radio show. John, you need to find your own personality. I mean, you have it. We've seen it. It's hilarious, but for some reason, you always want to pick up someone else's personality. But that's what I just thought of it because Ray was doing the same thing when he's like imitating John, I guess, or whatever. Deadfool, thank you for another 1999. It never ceases to amaze me how Ray can hear a clear and concise explanation of something and not comprehend a single thing that was said. Shake my head.
And it's especially true when he's live podcasting because Ray has this thing because I've done it. I've been on that podcast enough times now. He's got like a little bit of the OCD. So he has, if he sees his super chat, everything in his mind goes to, oh my God, I got to read this. I got to read this. I got to read this. So you could be talking to him.
Sure.
And that's what happens a lot. We'll be talking about something like, no, Ray, you can't drink and drive. No, it is illegal to drive while drunk. And he's just not listening because he's got that super chat. And that's a lot of his, that's the whole podcast. It's a series of stumbling and miscommunications.
I heard Ray, was Ray on Dr. Chow's show or someone, Dr. Chow was talking about Ray's medication and they were talking about like literally how you shouldn't be drinking on it and all that stuff. And that's probably what's making Ray the way he is. Did Ray stop drinking because of that?
I don't think it was because of that. He has like that specific conversation. I think some of it came up on Jim and Sam. They were asking him about his drinking as well.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah. And I think
didn't
the
hear
day
that whole
before
thing.
that, I mean, there's been a lot of talk in general about, he's actually Ray DeVito's calling me.
According to the chat, it was on Little Mir Show. And thank you, Chico Ruizing, for gifting another 5 memberships. Thank you.
Hello? You're on the air.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Raymond right now?
Yeah, I'm on with El Harible. We were just talking about you.
Oh, hello, El Harible.
Hi, Raymond.
He's
Yes,
El
obnoxious
Harible
John's
says
not
hi.
here.
So we were just asking, why did you?
With his buddy Tukey. I got a bone to pick. Just tell him I'm coming for Tukey.
Ray's coming for Tukey.
Okay.
It's happening.
Won't that be a violation of your restraining order against things under 13?
Oh, I tell you what, man. I have no problem with El Harible. I like him, but that Tukey guy, tell him, like, El Harible and I are cool, but that Tukey guy,
Please don't shut down the stream by saying the N-word, Ray. Can you just promise us that?
Sure, I can promise that. Considering I've never said it yet, I'm not going to start right now.
Are you still not drinking?
Last night I had a couple beers.
Oh, okay. What prompted you? We were just talking about what prompted you to give up drinking for like 28 hours.
I didn't drink for. I look at it like this. I didn't drink 4 to 5 days. I look at it positive.
Why did you take the break?
I just got a broken foot, dude. I just got it confirmed. I got it wrapped.
It's an ingrown toenail.
No, it's not. It's officially broke. I came from the doctors. They got like a little half cast on it. Got a little air cast. I was at the podiatrist.
Did they clear out all the mildew and stickiness from that tape?
They removed the toenail. That toenail is completely gone.
Ew. Dave
Did you get any
Dalford, thank you.
pictures?
Dave Dalford, thank you for the $10 for Ray's collect call.
No, I should have taken
We're
a
not
picture
giving it
of
to
the
Ray.
actual toenail. That I could have done.
All right.
But,
Wait, I've now taken over El Harible's show. I feel bad.
No, why'd he call you?
Yeah, what was the purpose? Were you watching and calling me, or were you just calling to say hi?
no, I was going to stream later, so I was seeing if you wanted to join me.
Ooh,
I
breaking
might.
news.
I'll try. What time are you going on?
When you guys are done, what time are you guys done at?
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
You guys are done. All right, well then, like at 1.
All right. I'll try. Love you. Bring home milk.
Hold on.
It was Dr. Friel.
Hold on.
Wanted to talk to Ray
Caller,
if I
hold on.
could.
No.
I just hung up on Ray. Sorry.
No, Ray. Ray was on Carl's phone or Carlos's phone. What'd you want to say?
Well, I just want to say, are you willing to do an intervention with Ray DeVito? His drinking, I think, is a little out of control. I don't know. I'll bounce that off you, but I think he needs an intervention, but I can't be sure. You know him better.
Well, it sounds like Ray may be taking his drinking a little seriously. Maybe not, because he said he had some yesterday, but it sounds like he might be cutting down. So maybe Ray is taking everyone's advice and trying to cut down. Thank you for your call. I'm sorry, you're mumbly. I can't understand. Some calls come in crystal clear, and other ones come in very mumbly, and I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Kinky Logo, thank you for the
his end, definitely.
Yeah, thank you for the $2.99 super sticker, Kinky Loco. Yes, you have to talk directly into your phone. Oh, but thank you for the call. Either way, so yeah, Ray gets really mad at Shuli and everyone at the network.
Yeah. In all seriousness, though, you know,
I think I have to figure out a better way of doing calls, but I'm always suckered in. I always have to pick up. Caller, you're on the air.
Figure out a better way of doing calls.
Please keep Ray on the line till the authorities get there.
We've already lost him, but thank you. All right, but you did hear it first. In about an hour, Ray will be going live, possibly with Carlos Danger.
Now, here's the thing. I got to do dishes.
Oh, you got to do dishes.
I got to clean up.
Oh, my God. You know what? Let's just go from there. Let's take it from there. I think everyone...
No, I just meant for Ray. I meant in terms of showing up on Ray's. I didn't say I have to go right now. I meant another commitment. I'm like, Ray, what?
No,
that's what
I
happens
understand.
a lot.
But yeah, I don't know. I want to keep it at about 2 hours. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's see if there's a little bit of fireworks here.
Producers are responsible, but as a human being, you have to be able to.
Well, they didn't catch it. I didn't catch it. I'm in the middle of a fucking thought. They didn't catch it. I didn't catch it. And then by the time I caught it,
100. No. I swear, I haven't talked to Austin or Andy about this, but I 100% promise you, they knew what was going on.
Oh, well, then you know what, man? Now we got to talk because I don't want to do a show.
Everybody knows.
I don't want to do a show.
Oh, so it was really literally up to that point that Ray was still giving them the benefit of the doubt that they didn't know that was happening, even though they kept doing it over and over.
Yep.
No, I'm not.
Like saying
No, if someone does have my back, no, I'm fucking talking. I'm fucking talking.
Ray.
No, they gotta have my back. If they don't have my back, then fucking, we're not a fucking team. We're not a fucking team then. If they don't have my
Ray is an abused wife, and he'll just keep coming back for more. Ray, you need to leave.
Yes.
You need to leave. You need to leave. Just walk out with the kids and don't look back. That man, Shuli, he's not right for you.
We're going to have to set up a shelter of some kind.
Yes.
To get him out.
You can bring your dresser and your toys and that little pitcher over your head. What is that pitcher? What an odd little pitcher to just have.
I'll send Ray a couple bobblehead dolls if he leaves the Shuli Network.
I want to know what that pitcher is, though.
And some Garbage Pail Kids.
You know what else doesn't make a fucking team? Somebody who doesn't shut the fuck up and listen to other people.
Uh-oh.
Shut up. Shut up. We're trying to work this out.
No, this is me fucking standing up for myself. No, they're going to be a fucking team.
This sounds like the Ray AI on NLO. Like how the April and the Ray is kind of confident.
They're all, yes, much more assured.
Yes. Get out of my dad.
Stand up for yourself on Brennan's show where he shits on you for 3.5 hours. Money's too good to stand up for yourself there, huh?
That's a pretty good point, Shuli. I can't deny that. That was a good point, Shuli.
The fuck out of here.
No, fucking putting shit up, trying to trick me into saying fucking saying shit. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's not fucking cool at all. That's not fucking cool at all. It's my fucking show. You want to do it on your show? That's one thing. But my show? Nah, dude, that's my show. You appreciate having my show here? Well, then fucking got to respect my show. That's all I'm saying. You got to fucking respect my show.
You don't respect anything over here.
You got to respect my show. We're talking about my show.
How do you
people coming in taking over my fucking show? No, dude.
Who took over your show? Who took over your show?
You were
No, he's saying like it's all right to fucking throw me under the bus on my show.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
If you want to throw me under the bus on this show, that's fine.
If you would shut
that's
the
fine.
fuck
You can.
up, you
It's
would
your
know
show.
what I said.
Holy fuck.
If you shut the fuck up, you know what I say. Now you're just making shit up that I said because you can't fucking stop your mouth from yapping and listen.
Stop.
Fuck, man.
Collaborate and listen. Ray is back with a brand new edition.
Not even Ray respects Shuli. I think that says something.
The wheels are coming off the Shuli Network.
I like that Ray
machine.
he seemed to get Shuli legitimately angry. That was.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hey, and like I said, Stuttering John came back this week, but Ray to me had the funniest story arc.
No, I wanted to play it because I thought Ray was he looked pretty good. He was sticking up for himself and just saying, I'm not going to deal. I mean, he is. Sorry.
What do you want me to have reading comprehension? You want me to comprehend?
Carlos, have you seen Basketball?
Oh God, not since it came out.
All right, but there's a part where the geeky kind of guy Squeak, who's kind of like Ray, he's like, I swear to God, you guys pick on me like 13, 14 more times, I'm out of here. It's kind of like Ray's whole demeanor. It's like he's sticking up for himself, but at the same time, it's like, if you guys do this like a couple of 100 more times, I don't know if I'm going to be on the network anymore.
You. The fuck?
On my show, say what you were going to say, but on my show.
Guess what, Ray? As much as that upset you about your show, you know whose channel gets shut down for that? Not Ray's channel, mine.
That's a good point.
So don't sit here and lecture me about seriousness. Why do you think it's bleeped? Now, you think we're going into that going, hey, guys, today on the chat, make sure everybody makes Ray say N-bombs. No. But what they did is they put one through. You didn't catch it. You read it. And then they go, oh, this is funny. We're going to keep doing this to Ray.
Yep. And that's pretty much it.
Yep.
That's pretty much how it goes.
I do love to see. You know what? However you feel about Ray, it is refreshing to see Ray stand up for himself, whether he's right or wrong. I like to see that Ray.
100%. That's why I wanted to play that.
He was pissed.
Bravo, Ray. Oh, what an eventful week! Possibly the most eventful week in the DabbleVerse. That's why we really only got to 2 subjects today. I mean, I got tons of more topics. I mean, fucking Donkey Lips. Donkey Lips is doing shit. I finally learned what toilet tacos mean when Melton brings it up. I had no idea what Melton was talking about when he said Donkey Lips makes toilet tacos. My fucking God, we're going to have to get into that at some point. Kinky Loco, thank you for the $1.99. Squeak, little bitch, Scolari. Yes, squeak, little bitch, Scolari. I have to pull some clips from that movie because, Carlos, I don't know if you know, but that's my favorite movie of all time. Even better than Chairman of the Board with Carrot Top.
Those are the 2 movies you've seen.
Yep. I love basketball. Daylaw, thank you for the $2. Ray Caravello. Yes, Ray is basically turning into Perry.
Which we were trying to warn Ray about this from the beginning, or at least I was. I was trying to warn Ray, they're going to try to make you into a low cow. And, well, apparently it has come true. He is now a low cow.
Both disgusting Italians, too.
And could you, I mean, that's how big of a deal, I guess, in our universe that Ray is, that everything that's happened this week in the DabbleVerse, John's return, Chad, MLC, all of that, we're still talking about Ray.
This is true.
Yet he's not number 1 in Dr. Chow's rankings. Perhaps those rankings are a fraud.
I stayed at number 5 this week. Thank you, Dr. Chow. Carlos, where were you on the power rankings this week?
I'm sorry, just say, where did you fall?
I was on I premiered 3 weeks ago at number 10. I quickly moved up to number 5 last week, and this week I remained at number 5.
Oh, I'm at number 3. Sorry.
What? Dr. Chow is a loon.
You'll get there. Keep at it.
Loon.
Keep at it with your editing.
Speaking of Dr. Chow, I think Dr. Chow was the person who brought this up to me, but this is fascinating, and this is just really quick. There is a connection between Donkey Lips, Stuttering John, and Hal Sparks. Do you know that connection, Carlos?
No.
Their hairdo? I don't know what Donkey Lips off the top of my head, but I know that John's new hairdo has been compared to Hal Sparks.
Dude, where's my car?
Oh.
And then wasn't there something with a Z man or wasn't their leader something that started with a Z?
I am in no way an expert on that movie.
I don't know either, but we have to go back and watch Dude, Where's My Car? Because Dude, Where's My Car could have predicted the entire layout of the entire Devil. I don't know. It was just funny. He did make mention it though, because Donkey Lips was one of the dumb followers of that whole alien thing that Hal Sparks was a part of. And then Stuttering John was also the guy who lived in the closet or whatever, which was a big ripoff of the dude on the couch. Zorro, Dave Dallifer. Was that what they
different ones?
Zoltar. That's what it was. They were worshiping Zoltar or the Z-Man.
Oh, Christ.
Whoa. It's all connected. I'm telling you, Carlos. Zoltan, see? So that was a good call by Dr. Chow. No one else had talked about that. I'm not sure if
that's incredible.
Dr. Chow talked about that anywhere else. But Carlos Danger, where can everyone find you?
Insufferable Bastards podcast on YouTube. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure. And apparently you might be able to see Carlos in about an hour with Ray when Ray goes live.
I don't think so.
But apparently not. Mike Morris, thank you. It was incredible to have you here. Sometimes I didn't even know you were here. Hold on, caller. Hold on, caller. I'll get to you. Mike Morris, thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything you want to say before you leave us today?
Any plugs?
All right. Thank you so much, Mike Morris. Tell Shuli and Bob we said hello. And with that, caller, you are on the air.
Hey, man, this is just the poor black child. I just got to say, I downloaded that PDF.
No.
And all of a sudden, yeah, I ain't fronting, man. All of a sudden, something like devil came out. I think he had like a tiny hat on or something, looked like Julie, I don't know. And he knocked my 40 ounce right out of my hand and it all broke. And all I got to say is, maybe Hitler didn't do nothing wrong.
Disgusting. Disgrace. Stop opening emails from Shuli or the Shuli Network. Guys, this was fun. We will be back next Saturday morning. There should be some little treats in store this week. I'm not going to spoil anything, but just hit the notification bell because I might be popping up even just for short little spurts all throughout the week. I've got some things going on this week, but be sure to hit the notification bell. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you for the memberships, the membership gifts. Thank you for the phone calls. Oh, speak of the devil. Oh, I think they hung up. I was going to say we'll take one more call. But yes, thank you so much, guys. Any Tukey coming up? Yes, there will be some kind of Tukey coming up this week, perhaps in different locations. I'll get more into that during the week. More Tukey. Thank you, John's Ear Mites. Yes, again, I'm trying to keep Tukey as more of an attraction. Again, I'm a firm believer of less is more, except for when it comes to phone calls. So you are the last caller of the day. What'd you want to say?
So when I clicked on the Pottstown PDF, it downloaded the latest Indiana Jones movie to my computer and forced me to watch it.
Oh, is it any good?
Which was even worse than the Insufferable podcast.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, I will not have them
I'm
talk
burning my DabbleCon VIP, sir. My badge right after this is over.
I will not have them talk to you like that, Carlos. Again, thank you, Carlos Danger of Insufferable Bastards Podcast. Thank you, Mike Morris of the Shuli Network. As always, thank you, OJ. No more calls. I'm sorry. We have to go. And always remember, God damn it. I always fuck that up. I always say always before I say remember. I can't fucking do it. I can't do this podcasting. Forget it. I'm done. I quit. And remember to always be dabbling.
Hello, everyone. This is your favorite world-famous host, Stuttering John. Thanks for watching BeDabblin Live with El Horrible. Leave him a voicemail anytime, and we'll play it on the show. 973-440-9770. Follow at El Horrible on Twitter at BeDabbler. Follow OJ on Twitter at Obnoxious John. Till next time, BeDabblin.
It's time to mock Zuma.
Give me AIDS. I want to butt fuck a guy tonight to get AIDS.
Hero of the Stupid.
Hasta la vista, baby.